Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the Prep Talk podcast. Today, we'll be talking about the FBM Cup. It's been all over Twitter, and we are excited to bring it to you. Today, we are joined by some very special guests. We've got Patty Flips, we've got Josh, Gavin, and Aaron, along with our normal hosts of Max and Max. Patty, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll get into what the FBM Cup is, and then we'll talk about who's going to win the FBM Cup, okay?
My name's Patrick. Just started Amazon 3 days ago. Based out of Bucks County. Ready to get this started.
Josh.
All right, hey guys, Josh Adams FBA _M on Twitter and Instagram. This is my second month in Amazon, mainly all FBM because FBA is just like whatever, you know. But I'm an RA king. That's what I do. I just go into the back and talk to the manager. I don't talk to the associates. Talk to the managers. I take care of the associates at the end. All right, yeah.
Where's the rev at?
Right now, I'm sitting at 30K for the month. I am officially not selling anymore for the rest of the month to try to hold inventory. I literally just can't keep up with it. So last month was my first month. I did 25. This month I'm at 30. Looking to double and give it to the next one.
Double it to the next one.
All right, Gavin Body.
I'm Gavin. Twitter is Gavin FBA. Same with Instagram. I'm a college athlete at IU Kokomo. Play baseball there. It's my second month on Amazon. First month did 13K rev. This month I'm at 30K. It's mostly half FBM, half FBA. Been more FBM recently, but some FBA shipments have been checking in.
All right, before we get too crazy, why do they call you Tom Brady? Explain this.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I mean, Tom Brady's a GOAT. Gavin's a GOAT. It's really that simple.
All right, we keep it simple here. All right, so actually our first reoccurring guest, 0 Day. Give a little intro.
So, 0 day handling time on Twitter. I don't have Instagram. Started selling September 8th. Mostly OA. I do some RA, but mainly OA. Heavy FBM. I've sent a few FBA shipments, but really in them FBM trenches. Started September 8th and excited for this. So, yep.
Very good. All right. So now that we have the cast of characters, we will explain what the FBM Cup is. So we started the idea of putting these two new and upcoming groups together to compete against one another in who can do the most sales. So we've got these two greener groups. We've got the 0 Day group. I don't think we have an official name for y'all yet. And then we have the Taos. And so we are going to square off and see who can do the most revenue in December. It'll be mostly FBM. We've got new sellers, so that'll play nicely. And as we announced, we decided that there was a lot of interest within the community to do something that would be, just a community event for everybody. So we will be allowing folks to sign up for an individual leaderboard that we'll put together. And we hope to make this just a really fun community event and are excited for everybody to join. There will be more information next week. We're still lining some things up for the FBM Cup, but we are excited about it. And now I think we could probably get into a little bit about who we think is going to win between the Taos and the 0 Day. First off, maybe 0 Day. Do you guys have a team name? We should probably get a team name on there.
You need something. I mean, you can't just be running around amok. You need organization. You need structure. The Taos, they're structured. They have morals. They have
purpose.
Codes they sat by. You understand? you never screw your brothers. Blood in, blood out. It's a real gang over there. So that's all I'm going to say. Organization is the key to success. We all know that. What's going on?
The name of our group chat is 20K profit. So we'll just be 20K profit.
20K profit versus the Taos. Okay. Is that just for December? Is that goal just for December? The 20K profit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with Gavin. Why do you think that the 20K profit team is going to come out and win?
I just think our team is a lot more. Obviously, they're in that fraternity together, but our team has came together in a short amount of time. Like the stuff we talk about and send each other, it's like everyone's in it together. So if I'm buying something, we're all buying something. If we're raising the price, we're all raising the price. If we're lowering the price, we're all lowering the price. So we're on it as a team, and we all just came together. And I feel like us as a team it's going to generate more revenue.
All right, so we're questioning how close knit the Taos are. Josh, Patty, do you have any thoughts on that?
I would say the 4 years I've been in college, I've been with these guys. We've always had a challenge. We've always been competitive against whether it be other fraternities, but also just within ourselves. We're not worried about other competition. We're worried about ourselves and to perform and, just be ourselves and be collaborative, I guess.
All right. So who do we think is going to pull the weight for each side? We'll start with the Taos, and then we'll go over to the 20K profit. But who's pulling the weight? Who are you worried about? Who's going to allow you to win?
I don't know exactly who does the most numbers, but I think it's going to come down to like people like me, Melly, those smaller guys that, the bigger guys are going to tell us how to, what products to buy, to do this, do that. And I think if we perform well and outshine those other younger guys, then I think we're going to win.
Josh, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I basically, went ahead and went crazy my first month. Second month, went crazy again. But it's not just like, I know I'm going to pull some weight here, but it's not just about me. I mean, if I can get all the rest of the boys on it, and we have some people, in the challenges that's not on the podcast right now, but Anthony Bear. I mean, he's straight OA, and he's in his second month of selling, and he's already wholesaling. Like, he's dropping off pallets at Amazon. That's crazy, and he's looking at some crazy ROIs.
Dude got tired of OA in the second month and just went straight to wholesale.
Dude, he doesn't play around. I mean, I know I do good because I'm not afraid to go into the back and ask for a manager.
He's got that Steven in him. He's got that
he's
Steven sense in him.
Yeah, man. I mean, Bear is crazy.
So we've got a wholesale account on the Taos. I don't know. That might be a challenge for the 20K profit team. What do you guys think?
I'm not worried.
You're not worried?
He's not worried. He said y'all are chumps, bro. He said y'all are chumps. Y'all are just talking.
I don't think wholesale items really pump in December like OA items will.
Knowing nothing about the products he's selling, that's a big claim.
I just don't think wholesale items are going to pump the same way that certain OA items are going to pump.
Listen, people are buying for Christmas December. Don't get me wrong. Like, you're going to be selling clothing, you're going to be selling shoes, you're going to be selling all of this. But what's the type of stuff that you still need every day on top of clothing?
But is that demand
on subscribe and save on Amazon? That stuff's just an automatic replen.
Okay, but the demand isn't through the roof this time of year. It's just regular demand for certain wholesale items.
But the one thing I'll say is that Bear's already got all that in the works. If he wanted to, he could just go do what you're doing.
That's a different story.
And
he'll have the connections to go do it.
He already has the volume in the FBA. What's him to go and say, okay, let me go ahead, because he's still FBMs, but he's not worried about it.
So I think low key Bear could be the biggest sleeper.
Go 0-day handling. Everyone's gonna go ahead and throw some poly mailers at USPS, but once you double that with wholesaling.
Okay, that could be a threat.
Well, you guys do have 8 members on the 20K profit, and we do only have 7 on the Taos. So that might cancel out. I don't know. I think the Taos might have the upper leg just from the get.
Honestly, I have a couple wholesale accounts open too. They're nothing crazy, but I think it really depends on what kind of wholesale accounts he has, because there's a lot of ones that aren't good out there. There are some that are good, so I really don't know what kind he's in. It could be a threat. It could not. We're just going to have to see. But, yeah.
We have a sleeper that not many of you guys have heard about. It's my brother. He started selling on Amazon literally probably 2 weeks ago. He runs a shoe business as well. So he's going to be stacking those shoe sales on top as well.
Which one is your brother?
Cole FB. I think it's Cole C FBA or something like that. His name's Cole.
Okay.
High ASP. So pump the numbers.
All right. So Gavin, where do you live?
Indiana.
Indiana, and 0 days. What? Also Indiana. All right.
Indiana.
So you guys are naming yourself 20K December, 20K profit. And we live in Pennsylvania where there's no sales tax, which pumps profit. Oh, that's
Okay.
crazy. And we live in the central part of the country where if I hop on an FBM listing with 0 day, it just moves.
It moves for us too. That buy box hits different in Indiana. It hits different.
It's different when you're in the center of the East Coast.
Yo, Pete, any comments on that buy box hitting in the Midwest?
Hey,
I'm pretty sure it moves a little different out in PA.
Listen,
All
you
the
want to talk? Okay, let's talk about Uncle Flips, because Uncle Flips will tell you FBM and PA is crazy, especially
That's true.
southeastern PA.
that's true.
That's crazy.
So we're all located in PA for the Taos, which we would probably line up as an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Where is everybody from on the 20K profit group?
We got some guys in Georgia, South Carolina,
Okay.
Indiana, South. It's East Coast, but more South. A little bit of Midwest.
Okay. Maybe you'll get more buy box out for the folks out west. Maybe that comes into play.
Yeah, you guys can keep those California people. I'll tell you that.
All
The
right.
disadvantage is though, if you're
Yeah.
all in one place, if you guys are, if something goes wrong in that system, you're toast because your eggs are in one basket. So being spread out could actually play to become an advantage. We'll have to wait and see, but it is risky being in one area because if the well dries up in one area, you're toast. You know what I mean? You gotta go find somewhere to drink.
Yeah. And then they're going to be decentralized from an RA perspective, where you guys are going to be probably eating out of the same basket. So that'll also be interesting to see how that plays out.
So that's another thing, Pete, you just brought up is, if anyone here ever been on a Miles coaching call, what does he always talk about? Ship and pick up in store. The amount of retail locations that we have in this area that I can just ship and pick up in store is crazy.
That's a really good point.
Because some people have been here RAing with me. The volume that you can get RAing in this area is actually insane.
It's a good point.
I think that volume will equate to us because we're so spread out in our own city. Someone in Atlanta, he's up north next to Indy. I'm Evansville. I got Louisville, Nashville real close. So we're spread out. We can pretty much have a whole city to ourselves. You guys might have more areas, but you guys are all in the same
You guys
city.
can have a whole city, but one of our cities equate to about 6 of yours.
This might be a fair point. I will say the number of retail locations in PA far exceeds what's like around me. So it's an interesting point. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
The only problem is if one of you guys clears out, if you're doing RA, you guys are all kind of eating out of the same trough there.
Well, that's why you have communication in the group chat.
But our group's going to have access to more of those locations. Like one can clear at one store while the other clears at the other store in their different location.
But I drive
Or you
5
guys
minutes
can only-
to the next store, and then the next town over has 6 other stores of the same brand.
That's the
but
same
You gotta,
situation with me.
you gotta drive 30 minutes each way. I know. I'm from South Carolina. I know how the retail is down there, and I've been stationed out west. I know what the retail is like out there.
All right, Gavin, they call you Tom Brady, right? Elaborate, because I've been getting offended out here because they say that you're the GOAT, and there's a lot of people that might take offense to that out there that take pride in their sourcing skills. So I need y'all to elaborate on Tom Brady.
I mean, so I honestly asked Aaron about like what's this Tom Brady thing like a week ago because on my tweet I tweeted him, and then my next 3 tweets he would quote and say Tom Brady. So
Look, RA beauty, RA clothing,
Beauty.
RA
Yes.
grocery, online beauty, online anything, online RA. This man can find the play.
Yeah, I
This
was
man
ripping the
will find
bolos.
the play and be the quarterback for the team.
That's
Right.
crazy because let's kick it back to Eagles Patriots Super Bowl. I don't think Tom Brady panned out too well.
Ooh,
Okay, so
nice.
he's the GOAT. Like he's the GOAT. Gavin's the GOAT. That's that.
So Tom Brady could lose to Nick Foles.
He's not gonna lose.
No, Tom Brady did lose to Nick Foles.
Nobody could do it again in this scenario.
Oh, very well.
Very well could. Patty, what's clipping up there?
None. I'm just. I let my actions speak.
Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Okay.
I love that. I love that.
I feel like out of everybody in the competition, I mean, I don't really know the 0 day group, but like out of the tallest, I feel like Patty's like the biggest sleeper, low key, because he just started, and I feel like he's gonna learn quick and run it up because we know that Josh got the.
I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stuff that Patty's been finding and sending, some seller amp into the chat, it's great. It's crazy BSR and crazy, sales.
It's good to have fresh eyes on it.
Yeah,
that could play in to be a nice little advantage. So
you're not biased to like certain brands and whatnot. You're just kind of like going in there and like you're finding anything and everything. Like I feel like that's a advantage that, I mean, honestly, both of your groups would have over like Pete and Max and I, if we
This
were like.
might be the first time we've gotten together with a bunch of new sellers and there's been no one leading questions.
Bro, I think Uncle Flips would probably like fly to PA or Indiana or something and square up with the whole squad.
You just be handing out invoices. Like, I don't want to hear it no more.
Oh,
so
God.
one thing we didn't touch about is that we are going to have coaches in this. Garrett will be with the Taos, and then Miles will be with 20K Profit. How do we think that plays in, and who's got the advantage?
Those are some big sellers on both sides. Big sellers on both sides. I mean, I think, me personally, Miles is a great resource to have on your team just because, he's experienced. He knows what to look for. I mean, watching him source, I mean, he doesn't even reverse source or anything fancy. He'll go and find 5 leads off one website. Just hop on website, find 5. Like, I mean, each one of us has had a one-on-one call with him. It's crazy how he does it. But Garrett doesn't talk too much, but Garrett knows a lot.
Look, I think obviously Miles and Garrett, they came up together. So they know a lot of the same strategies, and they're going to be helping us kind of in the same way. I think what it's going to come down to is which team is going to apply that information better. Is it going to be us or them? And ultimately, I think it's going to be us.
So one thing that just came across my mind was, Aaron, have we made a decision about where you will be in December?
Look, I called my boss. I told him the earliest I can come back to work is January.
Oh, that was a big advantage for the tall.
Look, he hasn't asked for the company vehicle back yet, so I'm still using it. I'm hoping he don't, but if he does, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to get some wheels, but that's gonna be the least of my problems.
Okay.
But I told him I'll be back in January.
Dang. That's a big deal.
For those of you who don't know, Aaron was gonna be, or 0 day or whatever, was gonna be away for business for like the entire month of December. So he wouldn't have been able to FBM anything. So now this frees up his FBM to come in here and post some big numbers on the rev. But dude, that's huge. Major.
I gotta be here for my team.
I mean, you're a big swinger too, right? Like, I feel like you're doing probably some of the biggest numbers in the chat, in your chat at least. It's gonna be sick.
What are revenue goals for each person here? We'll start with Patty, go to Josh, Gavin, then Aaron.
Revenue, I'd say between 40 and 50.
Josh,
I don't even know where to start. Shoot for the moon. I don't want to put a number on anything.
Fair enough. I like that.
Yeah, I don't want to put a number. It's all going to come down to my spinning power, basically.
It was 50, but due to some recent circumstances and things that have recently occurred, I'm going to try for 100 now. 100 might be reaching it, but I think I can blow past 50, and I'm hoping to get 100. So
depends how much you want it.
Oh, I want it. I told my boss.
You think you want it more than the talls?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Yeah.
Because I told my boss I'm not coming back to work till January. I didn't give him the option. I'm supposed to be in Germany running a crew. Like, he's gonna have to figure that out. Like, I damn near quit my job for this. I might lose my job, but it's worth it. I gotta be there for my team.
On God.
For the
What y'all think about that, Patty and Josh? You think they want it more than you? I know Patty's not one to take it easy, take it off the chin too easy.
I don't know enough. I'm not as experienced enough to be talking too much.
Josh knows a little bit.
I know a little bit. I got a certain category on lockdown.
I gotta say, I've heard through the grapevine, little birdie on the shoulder. Tweet. Come, poking the head through the clouds. I heard that there was some ASIN aggregation trouble on the side of the towels, and a recent change in events has changed the course of the projected ASIN aggregation for December. Is this a concern in the towels, or are we actively working to navigate that and pull in new data?
That already got sorted back out.
Yeah, I got a call like 24 hours later, and he was like, "It's all taken care of."
So it's back on. You're back.
Yeah,
You're
he's
back on with
chilling.
that.
He's chilling.
Yep. Okay. So there was a blow to the Towels, but they've navigated it, which could prepare them very well for December because they've gone through it.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any adversity over on the 20K profit side?
Adversity in the way that store managers might put a limit on. We recently found a new bolo. Shout out Parker. He found a sick bolo. Really, I think our focus going into December is finding new bolos and ways to manufacture margin.
Oh yeah, he's been watching Garrett.
Yeah, that's a Garrett.
That's a Garrett line through
Hey,
and through.
ultimately, I think we're pretty new sellers. Those guys are pretty new sellers. It's gonna come down to who can find the most bolos, who can manufacture the most margin, and ultimately, really, who wants it the most.
But do you guys have someone that'll just like go in the back of a store and just like be like, "Yo, like dude, this is Steven is one of the craziest people I've ever seen do this. He literally we were at a restaurant. He walks into the kitchen and asks like the people cooking the food to take a picture of us.
Oh yeah, that was
like guy has no shame. So like you got a guy like that that's just gonna walk in the back of the restaurant and ask for pictures and shit.
A guy like Steven, no.
Yeah, he's been showing the Towels the way a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely has. Him and Josh got a good relationship going.
That's a big advantage for them. I'm not gonna lie. But
me and Steven go RA in at least twice a week.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
for 20K.
no,
20K. How many times a day would you say you're on FaceTime with the boys?
Once a day, at least.
I call Aaron at least twice a day.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah. We're on group calls every single night. I mean, I'm talking to Parker, talking to Gavin, talking to Jake randomly throughout the day. I mean, that communication and that team bonding, it's there. 100%.
We got someone working for us while we're sleeping.
Oh, the VA.
Yep.
Forgot about the VA.
Yeah, how the hell are y'all training a VA but you barely know how to source yourself?
Hey. Don't sleep.
I'm
Did you find a VA that was already trained?
I'm freaking snoring, dude. Like, I don't understand why you guys got a VA before a prep center. Can you guys
yeah, it does seem a little out of order.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to have someone sourcing for us while we're sleeping. We take a little bit of time throughout the day to go over sourcing methods. Hey, we like this. Hey, we don't like that. Ultimately, it's going to be very beneficial.
How many leads has the VA come through with so far that you've bought?
8 or 9.
8 leads in a month.
It's pretty solid.
Not bad.
It's pretty solid.
Depends on
now it's 9 on 7.
Depends on the leads too.
I mean, he's not generating revenue technically, but
Dang.
if you count Steven, helping Josh, that kind of equals out.
But we also have him.
Steven's my little VA. He's my little special guy.
We have him on the out of stock as well. So he's checking the out of stocks. Like we told him, check this list every single hour. So we're on top of it.
He actually did alert us on one of the out of stock listings yesterday. That was very fire.
Are you getting a call in the middle of the night from the VA?
Call on the phone? No.
Not yet. Okay.
No. But we're getting alerted.
Okay. Fair enough.
Amber alerts or no?
Yeah.
Need to make it one. They come in stock.
So, Josh, they said they have a VA. You guys don't seem like you have a VA. Is this a concern that you don't have help managing things behind the scenes? Is this at all a concern?
I mean, no, I don't think so, because look at some of the biggest sellers that did some of the biggest numbers starting out without a VA, and then also, if you have leads and you have, replens, what's the point? Like, you don't need 1,000 listings. You don't need 1,000 ASINs. You need a handful of couple good ones that'll move. And I've proven that. Like 4 ASINs made me 20K in 10 days. And they are replens. They are, 3-4 stores texting me, hey, we have more. Hey, we have more. Hey, come buy us out.
I think you guys are putting too much emphasis and spotlight on our VA. That's not the backbone of us. I mean, of course, it's cool, it's help, it's really cheap. ultimately we're not banking on them like you guys think. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a VA split between 8 people. Like we're not paying that much for them.
Interesting.
That could boost it because it's a revenue competition. Probably boost their revenue, but
Do we have any like credit limits? Any credit concerns going in from any? Because funding could be a problem here.
Aaron got some good news today.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate on that, but
all right.
we got some good news.
+1.
that's the whole point of a podcast, though, is to elaborate on it.
It's all good.
He got some funding. He did.
Oh, yeah?
Just a little bit. Just a
All
little
right.
bit.
That's
Yes,
good news.
sir. Yes, sir.
Gotta keep the cards close to the chest. Keep the cards close to the chest.
You guys
we-
both. You guys
Go
both
ahead.
have your plums, right?
Something like that.
You don't have a plum.
Look,
All right, that's an immediate advantage to the Taws. I think every single one of them has a plum.
okay.
Dude,
Not worried about it,
how do you not have a plum yet? What's your thought process behind that?
bro. Look, you gotta chill.
What?
He comes on our podcast and
All
tells
right.
Kat to
I
chill.
do got a plan. I do got the plan,
Okay, that was a simple answer.
bro. I'm not gonna elaborate on all my credit. You know.
I said, "Do you guys have the plum?" You're like, "Nah, bro, nah." How do you not have the plum? It's like the staple of every single Amazon seller.
Look, we do got the plum. I didn't know all of them have the plum, you know, but I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
all
have the plum yet.
Ooh, Gavin
Ooh.
does not have the plum yet. Is
Got
that a theme through 20K? Most of them have it.
most.
Most. Okay.
You have good credits. Wait, why? So why don't you? Is it just
Yeah, is there something like?
Credit. Well, yeah, credit stuff.
They're too young.
Yeah.
I haven't been like. Well, I'm 19, so I got my first credit card like right before I went to college. So I have to wait that like 6-month
Okay.
thing. So
Oh, they don't.
that's
Why
why
they
mostly
need,
off personal.
they need 6 months worth of personal credit for you to open one.
6 months like history of having a credit card. Like I applied for it and I got declined.
Did you have a
Interesting.
car
So
payment
I'm talking to my
like
dad.
before?
He's trying to co-sign with me.
Well,
So.
yeah, you could try that.
Valid,
That'd be a big
valid.
deal.
Parents, they're always coming in clutch. My parents, I was just in San Francisco
Always.
for my 9 to 5 for like a couple of days, and my dad was doing my FBM for me because he's out of work right now. So that was
Dude,
clutch.
yeah. When my mom when I was looking for a bolo at a retailer store, I was like, she was traveling with my sister playing softball, and I was like, whenever you see this store, hit it up, see if they have it, and she got me like a bunch of it, so that's big.
I was doing that. To start with too, because like those membership membership stores and stuff.
Yeah.
Like my parents had memberships and I had memberships, and then I was telling them like, yo, I was like calling up all my family members that have memberships and stuff, and like getting around like the maximum order limits per account. So I was, instead of getting like 5, I was getting like 20 to 30, and then I was like running them. So like that is a good loop, like getting bodies to go with you. Like that's an outlet loop too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, MADMAX, who do you think's going to win?
I really don't know because I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. I see the tiles. I guess they got that loop reback. It was clipped, so I was a little worried for a little bit. It was like, you know, it's like a volcano. Explodes and it's a slow drip. Pause.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm running with the Taws just because those are my guys. They're also my frat brothers. But on the other side of things, like there's some of them that I taught how to source. So like if I'm teaching you how to source, you're valid. There's no discussion. Like you know how to find products, you know what's profitable, you know what's not, you know what moves. Like
It's a biased take.
yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, I put my skills over Tom Brady over there. Like
Sleep.
every day of the week.
Sleep.
Well, we do have to, I mean, he is still new, right? So
Put my OG skills above him too.
we gotta wait and see. He still has time to come up on the scale.
Like, I think the PA boys, you know, obviously you're at an advantage. You got Steven, you got Max, you know, you're in that area. But, you know, I like being the underdog. I like
I
proving
was
people
about to say
wrong.
same thing.
People love a good comeback story.
That's what it's – dude, just wait.
Wait, don't you guys have more? You guys have 8. We got 7.
Yeah.
There's not really an advantage.
Add another one on.
It's not really an advantage.
Yeah, pick up one more.
They could add another one on.
Because whenever we win, I don't want to hear the excuse like, "Oh, you guys had 8 people." Like
I'll just add my store manager on.
whoever you want.
No, we could add someone on. We could add PB Flips to that side.
You
That
got-
would be unfair.
you got to-
Wait, how much did you guys say you were doing this month so far? You guys said like 30K?
About that.
I'm about at 30K right now. Does that mean I could join the toss?
You can join us.
Nah, we'll find somebody. We'll find somebody like relatively new. I'm sure we got somebody in the chat.
Everybody with us is right in between. Most of them's in between 10 and 20. We got a couple around 30.
Yeah, I remember because I only put 7 on the side of the toss because originally you guys told me you had 7.
I said
So I
it's
made it 77.
others.
Huh?
I said it was 7 others in the chat.
Oh, well, I heard 7. So,
But
I
yeah,
thought-
get one more. Get one more. It'll be
All right,
fair.
we'll get one more.
Special max.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah,
y'all cannot come out with someone doing 100K revenue already.
No, that's whack. That's whack. That's whack. It's got to be comparable. It's got to be comparable.
Yeah. Nah, it's not. It's not. It wouldn't be somebody crazy. We can get one of the other guys in there though. There's a bunch of guys in that chat that are fairly new.
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
FBM Cup history is starting out. Pete, you got anything else?
Nope.
I'm gonna fucking
I
kill
think
you.
it's an even matchup, and we're excited to see who prevails.
No, real
Um,
real. I am
One
interested.
thing, one thing I don't know is I don't really see that many PA boys rocking the Rise and Grind merch. Like that's a
Ooh,
That's a
that's
disagreement.
true.
Not gonna lie, that what's going on with that? Boy's not supporting the movement.
Yeah, what's up with that, Josh?
Me?
Patty's
That's a valid point.
brand new. He just joined the culture. Yeah, you've been in the cut for a while.
Rise and
Wow.
grind. I'm up at 4 a.m. every day.
He doesn't
Oh,
even know
anyway.
about the merch.
This is an interesting point. I
What do
think
you mean? I know
the,
this
We might
Shopify
have to.
store.
We might have to switch sides. I might have to defect
Woo.
the cows are less ingrained in the
in the culture.
Twitter culture.
Oh no, the 20Ks are storming the Twitter
Yeah,
by
they are.
by a long
That
shot.
could be an advantage.
That
the
is
cult-
a huge advantage. I mean,
No, because
we
they're
say it
going
all
to
the
see other
time.
people putting up crazy bars, and it's going to light a fire under their ass.
And they have more connections. I mean, although
Network. We learned so much from our network.
yeah, the
Especially,
20Ks are killing you guys on socials. You got
Yeah, you guys gotta pump it on the socials. I mean, Patty's
figure
just
that out
starting.
expeditiously.
Yeah.
Aaron's like one of the fastest people I've seen go to 500. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
quick, dude.
Yeah, that's
So,
valid.
you got to go expeditiously, bro. You guys are slacking on that. And the fact they're not racking the merch,
Crazy.
tungsten lungs over there.
All right.
Tungsten
With that,
lungs.
I'm gonna put money on 20K profit. We'll see how it plays out.
I'm gonna stick with my talls real quick.
I think that you know what I'd be
I have
upset if
to.
you didn't.
Brothers
Yeah.
by choice, not by blood.
Wait, so I got a question here. What does the winner get?
To be
The
announced.
the winner gets ball first in the 5v5 in Miami.
No, we got to figure all
We're
those details
cooking.
out. We'll
We're
figure
cooking.
something out.
I'd say the winner when everyone meets up in January. I say the losers by dinner.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm with it.
Okay. Yeah, that would be electric. We could all get together at some point. This is a friendly competition. So
We're,
yeah,
we're
that'd
gonna
be
get the chef.
Bro,
though.
y'all are lucky I'm not representing a side, or else I'd be talking crazy shit right now. Like
All I
I'd be
gotta say
mad.
is
I'd be looking through your storefront, like talking about how shit your bolos are. Like we could cut this, we could clip this, but I'd be talking crazy right now.
Yeah, but we all know how to do that. They're not like
Yeah,
crazy.
not with
sad.
That's awesome.
all right. With that, we're gonna wrap. We're very excited for everybody to participate in the FBM Cup. Hopefully, you pick a side. You're cheering people on. The more people we see picking sides, the more fun it's going to be. So, with that, we'll catch you later.